The world's first computer came to be during 1937 to 1942. It was invented by John Vincent Atanasoff and Clifford Berry at Iowa State University. It was named the Atanasoff-Berry computer after its inventors. It introduced the ideas of binary arithmetic, regenerative memory, and logic circuits. The first small prototype was successfully built in 1939 to test ideas central to its design. Capacitors to store data in binary form and electric logic circuits to perform addition and subtraction. After this prototype, they started the design and construction of a larger, more general-purpose computer, known as the Atanasoff-Berry computer, or the ABC. Various components of this computer were designed and built from 1939 to 1942, but development was discontinued with the onset of World War II. The ABC featured about 300 vacuum tubes for the control and arithmetic calculations, use of binary numbers, logic operations, memory capacitors, and punch cards as input-output units.
Now that we've looked at the original computer, let's move to the desktop. In 1974, the world was introduced to the first desktop. The desktop was available for purchase at Radio Shack stores as of 1977. The first desktop stored information by cassette tapes. We have Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak to thank for the desktop. These two men went on to found the Apple Computer, Inc. The Apple II hit the market at the price of $1,290 with only a keyboard and a color graphic display. Competition arose and IBM launched the microcomputer, also known as the desktop, in 1981. Their PC proved that computers were more than a fad and actually a necessary tool for businesses. The desktop started off with just a computer equipped with a keyboard, to one equipped with a mouse, a keyboard, and LCD screens. It's astonishing to know that the desktop has been revolutionized in just 25 short years. There are many arguments about the first laptop. However, the one considered by most historians to be the first most portable computer was invented in 1981, known as the Osborne 1. The Osborne 1 was invented by Adam Osborne, an ex-book publisher. This computer weighed an astonishing 24 pounds and cost almost $2,000. The Osborne 1 had a 5-inch screen, 2 floppy disk drives, a battery pack, a collection of software programs, and a modem port. This was not a very successful computer company and therefore was very short-lived. A few possible firsts for the laptop are the Grid Compass and the Gavilan computer. The Grid Compass was designed in 1979 for Grid Systems Corporation. This computer was used by NASA on the Space Shuttle program in the early 1980s. The Gavilan computer was promoted in 1983 by Manny Fernandez. Many historians consider this to be the first fully functional laptop. In 1989, the first laptop style was released. This is called the NEC Ultralight. This laptop weighed less than 5 pounds. Later, in 1989, Apple created the first portable Macintosh computer. This laptop was very large and weighed approximately 17 pounds. As we all know, laptops come in many sizes, brands, colors, etc. We have many options when choosing a laptop today.
Now let's move on to PDA. A personal digital assistant, also known as the PDA, is a handheld device designed to facilitate organizational ability from a mobile platform. While the original PDAs were somewhat limited to keeping addresses, phone numbers, calendar, and task lists, today's PDA can function as a cellular phone, fax, provide internet connectivity, and much more. There are many different types of PDAs, but most models work with either Palm-top software or a special version of Microsoft Windows called Windows Mobile. A typical PDA has no keyboard, relying instead on a special hardware which is entered on the surface of a liquid crystal display screen. In addition to including such applications as a word processor, spreadsheet, calendar, and address book, PDAs are used as notepads, appointment schedulers, and wireless communicators for receiving data, faxes, and electronic mail messages. Introduced in 1993, PDAs achieved only modest acceptance during the remainder of the decade due to relatively high price and limited applications. The improved software and lower prices subsequently led to more widespread use. Now let's move on to the netbooks. Netbooks, also known as mini computers or ultra portables, were truly created in 2007. These computers were designed for general computing and accessing web-based applications. They are lightweight and low cost. Given this fact, they do not have all the same features as a regular laptop. Netbooks range in size from 5 inches to 11 inches and generally weigh 2 to 3 pounds.
In late 2009, it was argued that netbooks were very comparable to regular laptops, only netbooks were smaller and cheaper. The first netbook computer was created in 1997 by Apple, but it was not generally known as a netbook. It was known as the eMate 300. However, it discontinued in 1998. The generic term of netbook was not created until 2007.